Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright, today we've got another gun control update. This one's a little interesting, so we're going to do a little gaming out, a little game theory. What's actually going on here? Because there's some interesting things at play that, honestly, I didn't see coming, so we're going to explore that in a second. That's the content. Now, one thing that we did yesterday was we did an all-out red alert, like, do not go to these protests video, right? That's the one that was just done yesterday. Check that out. Make sure we continue to spread that message. That's been received really well, and it's pretty much the consensus from YouTubers to broadcasters to news organizations. Everyone smells a rat, so make sure you check that out and you send it out. It's the video right before this one. So that's one of the announcements. The other one is you guys are doing amazing joining the newsletter. Just to give you an update, I'm going to send you guys every Friday of the ammo updates that I can find, any products that I can find that are on sale, anything I can find that might be useful to you guys. I'm going to send you for free of charge. So it's in the comments field below, LangleyFirearmsAcademy.com. Check it out. It's a good way to stay connected, kind of like build our underground network, just in case they get a little squirrely and take away our communication, if you know what I'm saying. Sugar update, down to 243, so we're on the downward trend. I feel great. I feel amazing, and I'm toning up, which is really awesome. So if you guys are thinking about it, I definitely recommend it. It does make you feel amazing. But now let's get to why you guys came here. So, there's been some interesting developments in the gun control bills that have been introduced, like as House resolutions. Particularly, there are 3 bills that just came out recently. I'm talking like 2 or 3 days ago. And all 3 of them are very interesting. Before I go too deep into them, let's revisit what we talked about 2 or 3 days ago, where we talked about the entire bill, if you recall. I did an entire video on this 3 or 4 days ago. The entire bill that they did for gun control, it was out January 6th of 2020, so last year. Just watch that video to keep up so you know what we're talking about. But basically, huge wet dream of liberal gun control ideas, all in one big bill. Huge things, and I went through them item by item. There was like 7 that were like majorly a problem. So check that out if you need some reference points for this next points. Now, back to current day. So as of 2 days ago or 3 days ago when I did that last video, there were no bills in Congress that had been introduced for this coming legislature session. Okay, that has changed. There are 3 bills that I want to address, and I have the actual bill numbers for your review in the comments field below, right below the newsletter link. And what's really interesting about them is, if like I was talking about, that big bill, the one that had all of the stuff in it, it's already in Congress. It's already in the actual congress.gov document, and it's referenced in that other video. The new 3 bills that they passed are not sweeping legislation reform, and they are not like hugely impactful legislation reform at all. So a lot of channels and a lot of things that I'm seeing, that people are saying like, new gun bills are introduced, new gun bills are introduced, this is insane. But I want to dive deeper. Let's game theory this out. Because something doesn't make sense. I smell a rat again. Rat again. Alright, so the first bill was introduced by Sheila Jackson Lee, and basically what it says is we're going to hire 200 more people to work for the ATF. Okay, more law enforcement, that's interesting. That was also in the big bill, but it's by itself. One of them was gun safety and keeping guns stored properly. That was one, but that was also in that big bill from last year. And then the other one was basic safety stuff. I mean, it wasn't anything really crazy, right? But what's fascinating about this is let's just analyze this, what they're doing right now. They have full control of Congress. They have the presidency. There's no reason why they wouldn't feel confident going in, right? Maybe not. Bear with me. If we look at the situation that we're in, we've got the entire bill that has everything that they've ever wanted sitting in the bill itself in congress.gov, ready to go, ready to throw it on the floor. If they had a full mandate, they could literally grab that bill, jump it in, I think it's 5717, throw it onto the Congress, and the voting process would begin. If they did that, they would get everything that they wanted. Okay, so keep that over here. Now addressing these 3 new bills. Why would you put 3 new independent bills that don't address all the things that you want? They do it piecemeal, and it's on small little things like additional law enforcement, gun safety stuff, like requirements, stuff of that nature. Why would you do that? Why would you, if you had the whole house and you had all the cards and you had everything and you were confident that you could pass exactly what you wanted to pass, why wouldn't you just go with the big bill that has everything you want in it? Why would you do piecemeal over here? You guys tracking me? It doesn't make sense. Something's off. Why, if you have it, if you've got the football and you're running down the field and there's no one behind you, why are you going to trip to do another running play? You see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, the two people that introduced these bills are not the brightest crayons in the box. I'm going to straight out tell you, they're not. You've got Sheila Jackson Lee and you've got Al Green, both of which are special people, right? But what's interesting here, I've kind of got two ways to think of this. And guys, leave comments below. Let me know what you think. Am I missing something? Like, am I tracking correctly? Like, let me know. This is a good conversational piece because I think this is something that's important to note. In my opinion, there's only two ways that I can read this. The first way, they don't feel that they have the full support to pass the sweeping gun legislation that they want on the House or the Senate level, which is why they are passing individual piecemeal bills. That's one theory. The other theory is there's no leadership driving a gun bill or a gun proposal coming down from the Democratic side of the aisle, which is why the independent House representatives are putting out their own bills. You see what I'm saying? So if there was a sweeping legislative bill that was about to drop, don't you think Nancy Pelosi, who has a very heavy iron grip over the Democratic House of Representatives, don't you think that she would tell everyone to sit out, lay low, don't waste your time, we've got something in the works? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It's counterintuitive. So, in that scenario, they're completely disorganized and they don't have a plan in place, which is a positive for us, or they don't feel they have the full support in order to get the one bill with everything that they want that's already in Congress.gov. Keep in mind, both of these scenarios are really good news for us. But diving past the fact that there's new bills in Congress, why is it going down like this? The why is always the important part. Why would you do this if you had it in the bag? But those are my thoughts. Guys, tell me, am I tracking on something here? Does this make sense to you? I'm not by any means advocating that we don't do and work our tails off to keep our rights, but it just feels that something's off. So I just smell something weird, like something doesn't feel right. But let me know in the comments below. I could be totally crazy sniffing glue over here, or I could be like right on the money. But let me know what you guys think. Share these messages out. Make sure you jump on that mailing list because we've got to keep this going. But until the next time, guys, I'm Braden. This was day 12 of 31 Constant Contact, and I will see you tomorrow. Braden signing out.